Hello, friends. Welcome to day 6 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. Thank you all for bearing with me as I took a little mini break from uploading this series of videos. I got to spend some really great quality time with my family, which I always love to do. So let's get into day 6. In this video, I'm going to make a V-split tumbler. This was a request from one of you. So when I started this design, I did not have a V-split in mind, but then I got that request and I pivoted to do the V-split instead. So I'm going to start out by glittering my tumbler. I'm going to use Morocco from Chase Ray Creations, and you just saw me mix my gold paint with my Crystalac glitter glue, and we're going to use that as both the base color and obviously the adhesive for our glitter. The tumbler I'm using is a True 22 from the Tipsy Magnolia. So once I've got this glue and paint mixture on my tumbler, I'm just going to go in and cover my entire cup with this glitter. Again, this is Morocco from Chase Ray Creations. You can use any like gold tone for this design. You don't even have to use gold. You could use any color you want. And because my initial design plan for this was not a V-split, I am painting and glittering the entire tumbler. I was actually going to make this a peekaboo, shocker. And I thought, you know what? I do a peekaboo like every other video, so we can do something different every once in a while, you know? So if you're going to just start out with the V-split, you can either glitter your whole cup if you want to, or you can do all of your taping and sectioning and all of that first, and then glitter section by section. So however you want to do it, but the reason that I'm glittering my entire tumbler is because I had a different design in mind when I started this. Okay, so I'm gonna glitter my entire cup. I did pull out. I popped out the little bottom cap from the bottom of this cup. You also don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm going to do just a little simple glitter booty down at the bottom of the cup. So you'll see that I'm just glittering that very outer rim of the bottom of the tumbler, and we'll fill in the rest of the bottom with glitter at the very end. After that glitter was applied to my tumbler, I sealed it with my Crystalac glitter glue and water mixture, and then I added 2 coats of the Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Fast Cure Epoxy to the cup. So now we are totally smooth and ready for our V-split. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of printer paper, just regular computer paper, and I'm going to fold it and then cut it so that I have a nice triangle shape from the piece of paper. And I'm going to use this as my template for taping off my V-split. Now, if you have a preference for your V-splits, you might want to line this triangle up on your cup differently. I know some people like when the lining triangle, hopefully this makes sense as I explain it, the outer little border triangle. So right now we've got our main V section. We'll have our V section on the back, and then we'll have a middle stripe that goes through those sections. I know some people like to see both of those points on their tumbler. So in that case, you would just move your paper down a little bit further so that you can, or make the paper smaller depending on your tumbler, so that you have both of those points on the top and bottom of your cup. I don't really care. So I just like to have the one main point of the V-split, and then I don't care if the back goes over the top rim of the cup, and this will make sense once we have everything mapped out. So I'm just going to put my paper where I like the V-split, where I like the size to be, and then I'm going to secure it in place with a little tiny piece of tape up at the top, and I'm going to use that as the guide to tape off the V-split section. So I'm going to follow the edges of my tape with my masking tape, and this is going to tape off that main triangular section that we're now going to paint and glitter white. before I paint this section, I'm going to map out where that little strip is going to be that's going to separate our two colors essentially. To do this, I'm going to use this thinner masking tape. I think this is 1/2 inch thick, and I'm going to put this on top of my masking tape, so inside that section that we're going to paint and glitter white. And now this is where I said about the points showing on the cup. This will make a little bit more sense now. So you'll see that at the bottom of the tumbler, our 2 points are going to cross. We'll cut that down and it will actually come to a point on that side of the cup. But then on the other side, our tape is going to meet at the point off the cup. So we'll end up with just like a little bit of the V-split, but the actual like come to a point part comes up over that top rim. So if that's something that you are like particular about, you'll just want to adjust how you place your template in the very beginning. But like I said, I don't really care, so it'll be fine. It all looks cute in the end, and I don't really care about those points both showing up on the cup. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave that masked off because we're going to glitter that a different color. So that front V-split portion right there that's pointing down, we're going to paint that whole section white because we're going to put this super stinking cute Christmas goose decal on it. You guys know I had to do some sort of duck or goose or something for Christmas this year because I'm like totally in a duck hyperfixation. I love them so much. They're my new favorite thing of all time. So I had to do a cute little Christmas goose design. So once I made sure that my decal was going to fit within this section that we just mapped out, I'm going to do 2 coats of paint. So the first coat, I'm going to do just the paint by itself. And then the second coat, we'll do the paint mixed in with that same Crystalac glitter glue that we used to apply our first round of glitter. The glitter I'm going to use for this white section is Apparition from Chase Ray Creations. This is a kind of like iridescent fine cut white glitter. This kind of shifts a little purple, but you can't tell too much. It's just a really pretty iridescent white. You can use any white you want, but I want to be sure to use white because I want that decal to show up as vibrantly as possible. So I'm going to just do a nice even coat of this, cover it with my glitter, and then I'm going to immediately, I'm not going to wait literally any time, I'm going to immediately remove that green masking tape that we've got touching that glitter side so that the glue and glitter and all of that doesn't dry over that tape and make it impossible to remove later. Once that glitter section was totally dry, I waited maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. I sealed that section as well with a coat of the Crystalac glitter glue mixed with water, just a 50-50 mix. Let that dry for another 2 hours, and now this glitter is sealed. It is not going anywhere, and we can mask off this middle V section to paint and glitter that next. The glitter I'm using for this section is a dark green, so that's why I'm taking all of this time to tape off this white section, because I want to protect it the best I can from this dark glitter. I want to avoid as much contamination as I can. It's not the end of the world if you get a few little specks of glitter in there. It's handmade, it's art, it's fine, but I don't want to have a bunch of like little green pieces floating around this white section. So I'm taking the time to mask this off. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You just paint a little bit carefully and do your glitter. It's fine. So I'm going to paint and glue at the same time. So I'm taking my Hunter Green acrylic paint, again, mixing it with my Crystalac glitter glue, and then I'm going to apply my glitter. The glitter I'm using is Pond House from Peachy Olive Glitters. again, same as before, I'm going to remove that tape immediately after glittering. I'm also going to remove the tape from the bottom portion of the tumbler, so we have no masking tape on our cup at all anymore. And then once all that tape's removed, I'm going to take a chip brush and just brush off any excess glitter that's like statically sticking to that gold section. It's not actually adhered, it's just the like static cling. So you can just brush that off with a chip brush. And then once that green glitter dries, you'll want to seal it the same way. You can use clear spray sealer, you can use Mod Podge. The Crystal Glitter Glue is my favorite sealer, but anything you have is totally fine, whatever you trust. I would absolutely 1,000,000,000% recommend sealing your glitter though, because like I said earlier, you don't want any of this green glitter traveling into your white glitter sections, and then it just looks like messed up and dirty if there's too much of it. Like I said, a few little specks is fine, it just adds to the whimsy, but you don't want it to look like you like messed it up, you know what I mean? So once all of your glitter is sealed and dry, you can go in with another 2 coats of epoxy. I'm using still the Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Fast Set epoxy. Each of my coats is about 20 to 25 milliliters, and I'm waiting like 4 to 6 hours in between each coat. So once those coats are dry, our cup is totally smooth, and it needs to be totally smooth and shiny before we apply this clear decal. We don't want any dull sanded areas, because those areas that are dull and sanded, if we put a clear decal over them, they won't shine back up when we epoxy over them, and then you just have a whole big mess on your hands, and who wants to deal with that? So super simple, I'm just going to take the backing off of this clear decal and stick it down like a sticker. People ask me all the time if I seal these decals or do anything after they're printed, and the answer is no. I print them, let them sit and dry for a while, stick them on my tumbler, and then epoxy right over them. If you try to do any sort of sealer or anything, that's where you'll run into issues with the ink smearing. I did another tumbler recently with a clear decal section, and I was sealing glitter on the same tumbler, and a little bit of the sealer ran over into the clear decal, and then it like smudged and smeared and everything. It didn't ruin it, but you can kind of tell if you look closely. So I just peel, stick, epoxy. You don't need to seal. You don't need to do literally anything with them, okay? So that's what it looks like on, super nice and vibrant. And now I'm going to apply all of the rest of the vinyl details to this tumbler. So before I do that though, I am going to clean up the top rim. So with my craft knife, I'm just going to scrape off any excess epoxy or anything that's hanging up like on the top rim. And then I'm going to take my Dremel and just clean up the top rim a little bit more. I'm going to expose that super thin line of stainless steel where our final coats of epoxy will adhere and just like seal in the rest of the design. You can use a sanding block, you can use an electric sander, you can use a Dremel. I kind of go between and I use all of them all the time. So whatever your preference is totally fine. You just want a super duper thin line of stainless up at the very top rim of your cups. For the striping on this tumbler, we're going to do a little bit of a double stripe action here. So I'm taking first my red glitter vinyl from TECKWRAP Craft, and I'm going to put those down just right on our little middle V section here. And I cut these at 0.18 inches in width, I think. My usual standard is like a 0.15, and then I go from there. I think I made these a little teensy bit thicker so we could layer another stripe in the middle of them, but usually 0.15 is my go-to size for striping. Once I've got these down, I'm going to go right through the middle of them with a thinner white stripe, and those are 0.008 in width, so just about half the size, a little bit-ish less, but just about half. Now our cute little goose girl is wearing some boots and a bow that have white snowflakes on them. So I thought it would be cute to take those snowflakes, enlarge them, and put them on the other side of our tumbler. So this snowflake file is actually from Creative Fabrica. It's not the exact snowflakes from the image, but I tried to match them the best I could. And I cut these out in 2 different sizes, and I'm just arranging them on the cup in a way that will fill up the space, but not completely overwhelm it, if that makes sense. And now that all of that vinyl work is done, we can finish off the very bottom of our tumbler. So using UV resin and some glitters, I'm going to just fill in these little wells at the bottom of the cup. For the big circle down at the bottom, I'm using the same glitter that I used for that green stripe in the middle of our cup, which is Pond House from Peachy Olive Glitters. I'm going to put that in that middle well, cure it under my UV lamp for about 2-ish minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll do the red glitter border on the outer ring. I'll let that sit under my lamp for another like 3 to 5 minutes to fully cure the whole thing, and then we'll be ready to go in to our final coats of epoxy. For my final coats, I use the Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Artist Cure Epoxy, and after those coats are all cured, we are all done. So here is the final tumbler design. This little duck is the cutest thing ever. I love her. She's so festive and so fun, and I really enjoyed making this tumbler. It was kind of fun to take a request and pivot from my original design idea, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think this design was meant to be this way, and I will take the peekaboo technique that I was going to use on this tumbler, and we will do it in another tumbler design coming in this series, so you'll still get to see that technique, don't worry. But I'm really happy with how this one turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know the drill. Please hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are not already, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 7. Okay, love you. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I want to say a huge thank you to my channel subscribers, channel members, and a special thank you and shout out to my elite fam over on Patreon. You all make this channel possible, and I am so thankful for you. If you want to get in on the elite experience and get a little bit of extra content from me, you can join at patreon.com/elitefam. All right, here's another video for you to check out. I'll see you there. Love you. Bye.